So we would like to set up a system that would help students with their homework and other academic developments in the Writing Center based on a volunteer-based system for the school.
What differentiates you from your other tickets? We're going to start with Elisey.
Unlike most of the candidates here, they have great ideas, but some of them have already been done. The Homeroom Advisory Council, yes, we're going to continue it. We're going to continue all of the traditions. The Homeroom Advisory Council, we're going to have dances, of course, but we want to have new incentives. We're not just going to have things I mentioned, but we're also going to try to have locker trading, because honestly, who wants to climb up to the 10th floor every day? We're going to try to have a system where you can choose your lockers based on a first-come, first-served basis.
Well, as you know, a lot of students already trade lockers, I would say illegally, although no one really notices. But why not legalize it if we have the power? Like, it would be more convenient if you don't fear trading lockers and you actually think it's better. You could have a locker on the 3rd floor instead of the 9th floor, and if people are okay with it, then that's great. Works out for everyone, it's better for everyone.
Okay, so what you hear from many candidates is that they want to increase the frequency of events, but I don't want to just do that. Quality is always greater than quantity. I want to put in a little bit more money in every event. It's a universal logic that you have to put in money to make money, and by doing so, A, the events will be a lot more fun, meaning stress reliever, and B, well, overall, if we put in more money, more people will want to show up, hence, we would be making a profit. Also, I want to focus on just really getting your voice. As I've said more than once, you guys are you elect us. We have to represent you, and what better way to represent you than by having your voice affecting us? And I'm not saying that you're gonna persuade us into doing things, but what I'm saying is that if you elect me, I'll take all of your suggestions, compile it, and see what would make sense to actually implement.
Thank you. First of all, I would just like to say every one of these campaigns here, we all have great ideas. We all have great ideas. But I've got some unique ideas of my own, rather. Very unique ideas, including one of them. It wasn't posted on our website, it wasn't posted on our Facebook page, but I would like to get it out now. We want to create a student forgiveness program. And basically what happened with this program is, accidents happen. That's the base of it. Accidents happen. No one likes accidents, but they have to happen. Sometimes the train delays, sometimes the train doesn't happen at all. I've got a friend who had to walk almost more than half a mile, almost a mile, to the next subway station just to get a subway. And that is why he is late to school, unfortunately. In this program, we will try our best to create a forgiveness that would forgive the students if they are late once or twice a school year. I'm not saying a semester, I'm not saying a month, I'm saying a school year. If a student is late only once or twice per school year, I believe that we should forgive them because accidents happen. And one more thing that I believe that our idea is different from others. We believe that we believe that we have to cooperate with every other organization, especially the PSAL. We make sure another crisis like that does not happen to the Stuyvesant Penguins. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone here is running to be the leader of Freshman Caucus, but like, what is a leader? Is it someone who will go and be making promises that might never happen, or just make their own campaigns and go and never do what they promised and just do what they want? Or is it someone who will take the voice of the people and make it into their ideas? Like, a leader to us is someone who will be the voice of the people and a tool for the people to reach their goals, not just someone who will make their own promises and never actually fulfill them.
Okay, let's just face it that the most things that these candidates are mainly saying is that they're going to keep making events and more events, fun times 100. We don't want to just do that. We want to tackle the issues that concern our school. Those issues that concern not only the freshmen but the whole grade and this whole school. So like for example, we already mentioned before, the umbrella project, removing gym uniforms. There's many ideas that we don't want to reiterate right now, but we want to mention that we will tackle the issues that are for you and for this whole school.
I believe that the leaders of Freshman Caucus should be more than just leaders, that they should really represent the grade. And I think most or all of the candidates here have mentioned communication and representation, but what we want to do is we want to give the student body more of a voice, but on a personal level. There is power in writing, but there's more representation when we establish a personal bond with the students in our grade. And we want to get ideas out to the student body through mailing lists and other forms of writing. But we also want to hold meetings that talk and get the elaboration and personal thoughts of the students, which can be communicated on a deeper level than in person.
Thank you, Mia. We're going to move on to our next question. So if elected, what is the first thing that you guys would do?
All right, so not only are we going to push for, obviously, events, but you guys are the most important thing to the caucus, because obviously you guys elect us, so you must have faith in us to lead you. We want to listen to your ideas through written methods as well as meetings and personal methods. We want to get your voice. We want to hear you. So when elected, the first thing that we will do is gather up the freshmen who want to have their voice heard and speak to them and listen to their ideas and see what the freshmen as a grade want.
Stacey? When we get elected to be freshman caucus, the first thing that we propose is more library tables or seats. If there's the library, it often gets crowded during freeze and after school, and I feel like people sometimes don't get to study and find a table or a seat to do homework and stuff. So if there's no space in the library, I can also propose another classroom. It could be called a study room. The library is sometimes really loud and it's really hard to concentrate, so this study room will help people, it will be a lot more quieter.
Thank you, Stacey.
Okay, so the semester is coming to an end and everyone is worrying about their academics, especially at this time. And I've heard a lot of complaints about Arista, that they don't come, that they don't help you enough, that they don't really know what they're doing. So we're going to try to make a group of people who go and they talk to Arista tutors and make sure that all of their problems disappear. We don't want any problems with the Arista tutors. We need tutors to raise our grades, and if we get a tutor, that means that we need one. So we need them to be there for us, and we need them to actually help us.
So the first thing that we want to do is to make a tentative but also comprehensive list of things that freshmen should be concerned about, like maybe grades or school events that we're going to propose, like spirit weeks or like club events.
All right. So now that the first semester is almost over, and you kind of know what high school and ninth grade is like, we want to transition you into preparing for later grades and maybe college by notifying you about opportunities to participate in events or internships in other places.
Okay, so the first thing I will do if elected, is create email lists. I'm gonna compile all of your emails and email you of anything that might interest you, such as possible events, new clubs already. And I know this is already posted on social media websites. However, sometimes you don't receive emails, or sometimes you don't check your school emails, so you can offer me your personal email, not to be stalkerish or anything, but I'll send you all of the information that you need. And also, I'll try to recommend other freshman representatives to be a part of the SU, so we can have a greater voice.
Alright, so we move on to the next question. So what previous relevant experience do you have, and how does it prepare you to lead the freshman class?
Thank you. So, as of me, I am a very, very, very experienced campaigner. I campaigned multiple times. I won grade president in 5th grade. I was the president of the 5th grade. I won the president of my middle school. I was the president of my middle school. And for each of those campaigns, I have heard tons of good ideas. Tons of great ideas. And I will use those ideas to help make our school better. And basically, as 5th grade representative and the president of my middle school, I have focused on increasing student voice in government. I had let people express their views to their class representatives, which will report to me, which is my advisory council in the future, my administration. Meanwhile, my Vice President Ryan won student leadership awards, just like me. We both won student leadership awards in middle school, and I won in elementary school too. I know how to lead the school. My Vice President knows how to lead the school, and we will make our school go beyond its former accomplishments.